Oh, we're starting already?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
We didn't even get 30 seconds.
I don't give a fuck. Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking weed.
I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake-
I can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Yeah. Episode 1. Son of a... Episode 172 of Off Panel, Off Topic. I'm Jake.
I'm Tyler.
You liar.
And everybody's got to look up to me.
Could you imagine how unlucky that would be if your last name was Liar?
Tyler Liar.
Yeah. Because it... escape a name that rhymes. Also, I was too loud. I broke the speakers with my dulcet tones. Or dulcet tones.
Balsa tones? Man, that's a lot. That's, your tones are about as light as that wood. What's it called again? What's it called? Balsa wood?
Just for today, for only $19.95, you can hear the balsa tones of the
balsa wood tones of the Oak Ridge Boys.
This artist would be Leo Wood. The balsa tones of Leo.
The balsa tones of the Oak Ridge Boys from Alabama. Have you ever heard the great country band Alabama? They're directly from West Virginia. Direct from Florida. It's Mississippi Mud.
All right. So today's episode is jam-packed. We're going to be talking about Penguin, episode 4.
We are?
Yeah, buddy.
I didn't even watch it yet.
It'd be helpful if you read a rundown and look at the show prep. That's all I'm saying.
We'll keep going. Let's see what else.
Agatha All Along, episode 5. Talk about Lanterns casting news. Mm-hmm. We've got Absolute Batman, a little preview because I haven't read it yet. We're going to do a review of it next week. Because somebody didn't buy the comic book when it came out.
Actually, I texted you earlier today, speaking of Absolute Batman, it has gone into its 3rd printing already.
And this just came out on the 9th of October.
A week ago.
Crazy.
Less than a week ago.
Yeah. By the time you hear this, it'll be about a week.
So apparently what happened, and we'll get onto our show, but I just want to go through this real quick. Apparently what happened, the first printing all went out on Wednesday and sold out like that. Second printing... requests came in that day, on that Wednesday. Before they realized it, they had too many requests.
Yeah. And
had to go into a 3rd printing by like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. That's I've heard that's what's crazy though. I've heard of that before, but that's usually like with a which I say is smaller, but it's still Image. But I've heard that with like Image Comics and like indie comics having that issue.
About that
but like
next week.
I don't think you. I mean, yes, it's happened.
Whether it's worth that or not,
it's happened in recent memory. Yeah. But like this seems, I don't know. This seems really fast to have a 3rd printing. Like it's got because everybody is like I didn't when we covered it. When we were talking about it like a couple weeks ago, we were like, okay, we were interested in it, but I had no idea that the Absolute Batman itself would be as big as it is. Like, it's blown up. Everybody's talking about this book. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean hit my mic stand.
Jesus.
Get it together, Jerry. I don't have the soundboard up. Come on, Jerry.
But yeah, we will talk about it more next week. But we are promising to what's going on? Why are you
coming on through the board?
Okay, well,
Bit's dead. Continue.
Whatever you need to keep doing.
No,
because I was vamping so you could get it up.
It's over, man. I borked it.
No, but we will be talking. We told ourselves that we would get the first issue of each of the big three because there's Superman, there's Wonder Woman, and then there's Batman. Or not in that order, obviously. Batman came up first. Yeah. We're still working on Batman Dark Age.
Yeah, where's that book?
We still can't find Batman Offworld #1 because that's finished now.
Oh, it is done?
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew it was a miniseries.
It's 5-piece, right? 5 parts?
I thought it was 5 or 6, yeah.
I have no idea, but if it's 5, it's there. I infrequently go into comics book stores.
Yeah, we don't go every week.
But I'll say this about it before we talk about it a little later.
Yeah, well, let's. Yeah,
do you want to just?
Well, we can. I think we should weave in between, so we can start there and then go to Penguin.
I'll tell you this before I. Yeah, let's start here. I'll tell you this before we talk about it next week.
Give a little preview.
I am okay if we decide to. I think it's a 5-part series. I'm okay if we decide to read the whole 5 parts or the whole series, and here's why. I think it's really good. I don't know about the other ones, but if there is one hero, one IP character, whatever, that lends itself to any iteration, really any character can, but one that just lends itself to so many different permutations and ideas and versions and whatever the fuck you want to say. It's fucking Batman, dude. It's Batman.
Well, it's like it's
really really
it's
good.
Like I said,
is what I'm saying. Last
week when you were picking it up and things, I said I trust whatever Scott Snyder does with Batman. When we did the modern mythology on it, which we need to do one of those at some point. The modern mythology on Dark Knight's Metal, as much as I would like to make fun of it, it was still an entertaining and fun story. Like Scott Snyder, at the very least, is always you
had me at Nano Jokers.
Yeah. So I always love what he does. This is a Wes Craig cover that you got, huh?
The one place place I was at, they sold out of their last copy. And so I went to the other comic book store that we have in town, and they had one.
All right, for I will say,
I believe I have it was Wednesday, so I should have a first print.
Not reading it yet.
So don't mess it up, man.
Now seeing on the back, you see all the different the McFarlane Toys Batman cowls.
Yeah, but that's just a ad, dude.
I know it's expensive. I can't do it. I will tell you this: as cool as this cover is, and as much as I'm probably gonna like this story, I will not stop saying that is an ugly ass logo. It's still bad. I don't care. I don't even care if narratively it makes sense. It's still bad. But
I'll stand by that as well.
Also,
and I don't care that it's the axe. I don't give a shit.
That looks fucking dope.
Yeah, it looks dope. Yeah. We'll talk about it next week.
Also, I was wrong. You're right. Correction. It was not you pointed this out. It's not Greg Capullo. It's Nick Dragata.
Nick Dragata.
Who, by the way, did
fantastic work.
Well, East of West is a fucking gorgeous book. So I knew that it's going to look great because he did amazing work on that book. So yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited. Obviously I'm a Batman fanboy. He's my favorite DC character for sure. So
the All In universe apparently, because we'll talk about this too, and then we'll get into the Penguin. Because the Penguin show is based off of the Batman, which is another pocket of the DC extent. All the movies and stuff.
The Elseworlds. That's what.
As bad as it was. Flash made that clear that all of these other properties exist. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, we're in the multiverse era. I mean, Marvel has gotten to that point now because they own everything.
Despite the, elementary level of CGI, for fuck's sake, you guys were working on that movie for goddamn 9 years. It made it clear that like Christopher Reeve's Superman and Michael Keaton's Batman, you know what I mean? Like they all exist.
Yeah,
just not together. Right. Now here's the thing. Is the one thing I loved about DC is that they had something. Apparently, they did away with the Elseworlds imprint at some point. But I really liked it because obviously you can take any character and you can make it however you want and just slap a fucking Elseworlds on it.
Yeah.
You're good to go. And the best part is it's not canon because it's just a story, right? It's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
They were able to attract huge, serious, non-comic book, artists and writers with this Elseworld stuff. And now apparently Green Lantern Dark is coming out soon, which is the next Elseworlds or the
oh, yeah. I remember we talked about that.
The relaunch of the Elseworlds imprint. Okay. And I really liked all that stuff. I really liked Elseworlds, Elseworlds imprint, right? Okay, so the dumb fucks over at Warner Brothers / DC... The fucking idiots.
Oh, boy.
And again, as much as I like this book, I fucking cannot. I fucking cannot.
What?
they decided that the Elseworld stories all took place in one universe called the Elseworld universe.
Oh my God!
I know.
Why can't you just let well enough be it? Like,
and in this universe, apparently, Darkseid transcends like something and becomes like a god, or like.
Oh, is this the All-In universe?
Yes.
This is what. Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. No. You're telling me that All-In is the Elseworld universe, shared universe,
merged with a ghost of Darkseid, so it's darker and more brutal.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I am not.
Oh my God.
And this bullshit.
And I know you're not lying because you can't be that elaborate of a liar.
Right. Well, I can, but not for your benefit.
What?
I can't get any money from you. Why would I lie to you like that?
Wow. So we're going to lie to the
listeners? Listen, the entire world is built upon people lying to each other to get their money.
That's what the Penguin taught me.
Look, break it all down. Society is based off of people lying to each other to get their money.
Fucking somebody over, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
nobody's innocent. Anyway, so...
fuck you.
Pretty much.
Society.
Yeah. So again.
Oh man, that sucks ass.
Just stop with this darker and more brutal and whatever. Like, just stop it.
I completely avoided it. I didn't know anything about this.
The real world is dark. The real world is brutal. We read these fucking books to escape this dumb fucking world that we live in. And you have the nerve to come at me with, well, I know you like this stuff, but I'm going to make it gritty. Oh, just right in the face, and like generally, like I abhor violence. I really do. But really, that's actionable. Like I'm sorry, you're going to take my awesome thing that I love and make it gritty. I'm sorry. You're going to have to catch hands now.
I'll eat your ass.
Maybe. Maybe when we're done and we make up. You never know. Have a couple drinks. I ain't above it. Listen, man. So no, but
you got that in before the drop.
But isn't that just dumb? This has been going on since March, and here's the thing. Like, I think you texted me, right? That Absolute Batman came out last Wednesday. I happened to be in the comic book store when you told me that.
Oh wow. Whoa, it's like a premonition.
I was actually picking up my thing for whatever, and it was like, hey, cool. Let me see what they got. And I'm looking around and shit, and there's like, they have a whole shelf of DC books of the ones that are out, and then they have a wall of all new stuff. I haven't gone over there yet. I'm staying over here, looking at all the DC books, and there's about 17 titles
in the DC All-In
with All-In. Or absolute something. No shit.
Absolute shit.
Yeah, absolute fucking Task Force X. Like,
that's the full title?
I'm pretty sure it is.
AFTX.
I don't know.
Absolute.
I just know that I was just like,
absolute fucking Task Force X.
So I try to go online and I'm like, what's going on here? And I look up the All-In. I try to look up absolute. And all of it is pointing to this thing starting in March. This thing started back in March of this year.
I'm sorry.
This is like the culmination of like all that or something. And
can I say
what?
DC, you should make Absolute Suicide Squad. Ass.
Think
about it.
I didn't mind it at all because again I was already in
eat your ass.
Hey, all right, couple drinks and that's the new catchphrase.
Couple drinks and then
$1 million, bitch.
And then I'll
eat your ass. What?
So I don't mind, being in there, but it's just like, okay, I don't know what's going on, and nothing online is helping me at all. Like, there's no clear, like, hey, this is when Absolute Batman 1 comes out, or this, you know what I mean? So I go over to the new wall that's not there. I go and ask, and they're like, we just sold out of our last copy. I run over to the other comic book store, which coincidentally and very handily is like 2 minutes away. It's awesome. Because Jay's and then Mayhem. You can go through that QT parking lot and go right over by Dowling and right around the corner and you're there, man. It's awesome.
You're there, bro.
You're there, bro. And it's great. And I got over there, I got the copy of it, and I bought a couple of different other books, and I shouldn't have because there's no reason to buy any more books. It's just silly.
Yeah.
Unless I'm independently wealthy, I'm not reading. I'm not picking up series. I don't have a poll list, whatever. Anyway, so I got it and I got it home, and I was in. Did you just flip to the last page?
No, I saw an ad for DC Universe Online, a game that I occasionally play.
Put it back in the sleeve. Bend it like you're bending it.
I'm gonna bend you.
You're bending it. I don't like the way you read my books. No, I'm just kidding. But hey,
let's get to the goddamn penguin, would you?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. You're gonna like it.
Are you gonna guarantee it, like Men's Warehouse?
I guarantee it.
All right, so Penguin, the Penguin, episode 4. Interesting because it is, and I gotta say, I talked about it last week. I'm glad it is what this was, where it was majority of it is a flashback, but we're dealing with the present. And honestly, it's kind of crazy because Penguin is only in it for like the first 15 minutes or so, and then it's pretty much all of Sophia's episode.
Last week we talked about it, and it was made clear by the sneak peek that she wasn't the hangman. And I said on the show, it's Alberto. I was wrong.
Of course
it was Carmine.
Of course it was, because he did it in the movie.
Can I just fucking say about Mark Strong, dude? Like, obviously Turturro wasn't available, but Mark Strong has been in so much good shit. And he always fucking brings it, dude.
You just need a strong, deep voice. You just call, No,
when he was staring at her, like, over dinner, and she was, like, asking, and he's just...
Yeah. Or the part that got me was when he finally screws her over.
Oh, yeah. You've been, and it's just like...
Okay. I want to be clear. Penguin shouldn't have snitched. Okay? But he is not responsible for what happened to her at Arkham.
No.
He could have never predicted that Carmine would have been so fucking evil.
No. No.
And you know what else? This show does a great job, and Kristen Milioti, is it Milioti? Milioti says this. She's fucking incredible in this episode. Jeez. She says that's what that she likes so much about the show, and that's the appeal of it, is you don't really know who you're rooting for because they're all shitty people. Sophia is arguably the most morally good, but she's still gassed a whole family.
Honestly,
she spared the kid.
Kind of deserved it.
Oh my God. Can we? Okay, let's just jump.
We
don't do the whole episode though. No. So I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, first
let's just talk about the Arkham shit first.
First of all, like the way that the episode was directed, edited, the music, the fucking music, dude. The way that it was acted. I mean, Milioti did.
She's great.
She's
great in everything she's in.
Fantastic, and it's like, oh my God, like. Your brain is breaking. Your heart is breaking. You are physically and mentally exhausted by the end of all that. And then she gets told that she's there forever
for 10 years. Fuck.
And honestly, you do the same thing. You just get up and just walk away. All right. Whatever.
She's just incredible in this episode. Yeah. Well, and I love how this is told in the Arkham stuff in particular. And it just, even before that, when we get to, we understand her relationship with Penguin, and we understand with Oz, and then her brother calling him Penguin. She says, "Hey, don't call him that." Like, she treats him
first.
More.
She sees him looking at her and driving away anyway. That's what first happens.
Yeah, we're in the present, and then we go to the flashbacks. Yeah. And we see that moment of like, even then you still fucked me over.
Well, there's clearly like kind of a niece uncle kind of relationship, kind of, but maybe not even that close. More like a boss employer. No, what?
She was his driver. That's it.
No, but I mean, there was more than that to their relationship. Just she keeps making it clear when he starts thinking it's more, she makes it clear that it's not.
Yeah.
But most of the time when that happens during these flashbacks, it's because she's hurting and she's lashing out.
Yeah.
So
she always cuts him down when she gets cut down,
but she
and
doesn't
lied to by the men.
But she doesn't do it in front of other people.
No, it's just in private.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so there is caring,
because
and there is a caring between them, between the two of them.
But yes, she always lashes out because that's when he thinks, because she has it's power dynamics. It's because she has someone she has power over because he is her driver. He is below her. Yes. She keeps getting treated like shit, so now she wants to project it onto him.
But he tells Carmine because he thinks he's protecting her about the journalist.
Yeah.
And that's when everything just goes.
No,
to shit.
he never intended for any of this to happen. And I think with this thing, it reinforce that he does feel remorse about that. But at the same time, he could have saved her, and he didn't.
He could have, yeah.
And it's just such a gratifying episode. It's such a satisfying episode by the end of it. So
I texted you. It was grueling but satisfying.
The whole build, the whole thing of getting there, of Carmine realizing what happened, her talking to the journalist, and then the strangling. When they showed the pictures of the strangling, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Carmine, because he strangles Catwoman in the movie. So I knew, okay, yeah, Carmine was the hangman, and then even to have the flashback of her seeing her mom being like hanging and being like. And when he says, why were you talking to her? And she goes, you had scratching on your nails. Like, I know you killed Mom. She didn't kill herself. And it's like, that's the moment when he says, fuck you, I'm sending you to Arkham. And because you can see the cold. He's even wearing glasses, but you could feel that coldness. And that's the moment where he's like, fuck you.
They're like my glasses. I'm serious. Yeah. They look darker on the outside than they are.
Yeah, and
there is a measure of an anonymity that I am afforded when I use those when I wear those glasses. What I mean by that is, I'm not out like when I'm out in public. I'm not trying to deceive anybody, but I do like that people can't see my eyes.
Yeah,
there's something about it that. I have anxiety and whatnot. It helps me feel a little bit. It's
where it's him. He's trying.
It's
to
a little
hide.
bit of a safety thing for me when I'm out in public. Anyway, generally when I'm at home, like right now, I'm not wearing them. But when I'm at home, I wear my regular glasses when I'm watching TV and shit.
It was such a that moment was like damn, because. Because Penguin had no idea about the whole, because the cops show up and arrest her, and it's like they frame her because Carmine kills the reporter, and blames it all on Sophia. And then the part where they said that when she's in talking to her lawyer, and she's like, I didn't fucking do this. I was, this is not true. None of this is true. And then the fact that she's like, well, you have several letters from the family saying that you're crazy. It's like, these fucking people. And it's like, look, Sophia did kill people, and it's not okay. But you could see why she was pushed to the point that she was. Because her own family... I was just looking at people's reaction to it on Twitter after I watched it. And I was just kind of, looking at it. And somebody was like, the moment that broke them is when she is saying, I'm going to die in here.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's crying and just has that moment of, I'm going to die in here. Because if you think about it, I think that's the plan. Shut her up by throwing her in Arkham full of all the fucking crazies, where the Riddler and the Joker and who knows else is in there.
Either she's going to become crazy, or nobody will ever believe that she's not, and she'll be there forever.
And you see throughout that time, when it gets to shock therapy, and it's just moments of, they are like, we are going to mentally break this person into believing that they did it. Even though we know they don't, because the other doctor that's with her later, that we're like, oh, that's where that guy
I don't think she ever gets to the point where she thinks she's the
No, she doesn't. But
but she is mentally broken.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be? She gets the shit beaten out of her. She gets... She's told that she has to fight this woman with a fork. She does it, and that woman stabs herself with said fork.
Well, because she wants to be done with whatever
Because
she's going
she
through.
is not her brother. She is not her father. She is not the one that is used to this brutality.
Right.
She becomes who she does by the end of this episode because of being forced to be in that hell for 10 years.
Well, then she fucking busts Magpie's head open.
And then the one person that cares about her gets fucking killed by her driver. The one person. And he lied the whole time to her
And she
while
knows
convincing
about it.
her to fuck over her family, which he was probably going to do anyway. But it's like, and you, again, by the end of it, I'm not saying you should gas people because that's absolutely wrong and she should not have killed all those people, but you can see why she killed all these people. Murder is never okay, but it's what do you expect?
I just have to say it. I feel like sometimes actors like read a scene or something. I don't know how shit works, but I'm willing to bet she had to audition for it, and probably got a script and was like, "Hey, so wait a second, I get to wear an incredible evening gown with these great shoes."
Her style throughout the show, man. Yeah.
And a gas mask. And dance in a scene. That's what I get to do.
Yeah.
I'll sign on immediately. And she does say, she has said before how she likes to do, she purposefully seeks out roles that are not conventional.
It makes sense given her filmography. Because she did How I Met Your Mother, but she was also in Made for Love, which is a really unique and weird, interesting.
Never seen it, but I remember when it came out.
Such a weird, bizarre sci-fi show. It's funny, but weird. I like that show a lot. Palm Springs. It was Palm Springs with Andy Samberg. It's a Hulu movie. She's great in that. Dude, she's great in everything she's in. Like, and I've also seen campaigns that she should get a fucking Emmy for this, and absolutely she should. Colin Farrell should be up for it. Everybody in this fucking cast should be. They're all incredible. And can we just say one of the fewest times in history that we get a recast that's honestly, you could argue might even be better than the original cast with Mark Strong as Carmine. John Turturro's great. I'm not taking away from him.
Is he?
I like John Turturro.
I do too, but
Mark Strong just works so well in this. Like, it's crazy.
he did Transformers,
What
so
are they like?
throw your whole, indie actor card out there.
Tyler.
Hang on, give me a second here. And then he had such a great time playing a pedophile in The Big Lebowski that he wrote a whole movie about the character. And then campaigned for a long time so that the Coens would let him do it. And then they finally did. So is John Turturro great? Now, don't get me wrong. He is amazing in the Batman. He is really good.
He's great in that. Yeah.
He's great. He is great as Carmine Falco.
I think it's called he's in a miniseries on HBO he's apparently really good in. I haven't seen it.
Whatever. But there's he is a good actor. But there's the scenes in the Batman where he was able to bring that coldness, that that ruthlessness,
dude,
that
the scene
silent
with him when
violence.
he's gonna kill Selena is intense.
Oh yeah. So it's not like but let me just call it out a little bit. Is John Turturro really that
Hey
great?
man, I'm serious, Mark. What I was trying to tell you is like, what if like hey Matt, it's George. I was thinking, since Carmine's different in the Penguin, maybe you could like CGI Mark Strong into the Batman for HBO Max. Can you do a Matt Reeves?
No.
Sure thing, George.
Who's George?
Lucas. When he fucking
Why are we talking to George?
When George Lucas put Jabba the... Oh, God damn it. The joke's better when you explain it.
I was just like, why are you doing George Lucas?
Because
we're talking
of
about
Jabba
Batman.
the Hutt. What do they digitally put fucking Mark Strong?
When you have to, I know, but they Yeah, wow, that's a long way to go. You're asking your audience to go a long way to get to that joke. Now, you and I...
You don't have to go a long way to see this fucking middle finger.
Wow.
So fuck you. I know when I'm funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not... Trust me, I am not exaggerating when I say that is the biggest middle finger I have ever seen in my life.
Is it?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
I don't, I have mixed feelings about Mark Wahlberg, but man, that drop is just incredible. You can't top it.
He's so good in that movie, too. I wonder why. Because he's an asshole from Boston?
The best part is he made it out, though. He's the only guy that survives.
Right?
Wait, doesn't Alec Baldwin make it?
Oh, maybe. No. Well, I mean,
Does
he
get
retires.
shot? Because Martin Sheen gets thrown off a building.
All I know is that Alec Baldwin has one of the best lines in the whole movie when he fucking yells at that guy when they're trying to get all the sound, and he's like, "You fucking..." What does he say? Oh my God! Pause it.
While Tyler, hold on. Tyler got the.
Pause it again.
So is there anything like we touched that, but I gotta say, there are moments in this show, and it's always at the end, in like the third act reveal.
I thought we were recording that whole time. Okay, what?
Were we supposed to?
No. I'm just saying. You were like, anyway, and I'm like, what?
Anyway.
Okay, anyway.
So the end.
Just fucking with you.
So when we get back to the present, and she does you find out, the therapist she still feels is taking advantage of her, and he kind of is, let's be honest, because he still kept her in there for 10 years. So I helped get you out. She's like, yeah, after 10 fucking years. But, and he's also she's like, you still taking pills and everything to numb your pain for the guilt. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Even though we saw all the pills in his drawers. So she even is like, I'm wearing your clothes. I mean, you're getting what you're wanting out of this, He's like, that's not happening. I'm like, I don't know, dude. What I was really hoping was like, thank God it wasn't something with like sexual assaults or something. I thought it might go there at some point with that guy, and like I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. But so I'm grateful it was just he was kind of weird. Because I felt would have been completely unnecessary for the character, and I hate when shows do shit like that.
Let's talk about that, because this is actually we talked about this last week about the Joker Part 2 and how stupid it is.
Oh yeah,
and we also talked
sexual assault.
Yeah, we talked about that, and here's the thing: is that you can show me a woman being traumatized or a human being being traumatized. Without you're writing the story yourself. You're not recounting history. You're not trying to be factual and lay out all the facts.
Right.
This is a story you made up.
In your head.
In your fucked up head. So, honestly, if there are people who watch this episode of The Penguin and want to infer some sort of stuff going on in between the lines as well, it's fucking weird, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
The point is that the people making it didn't sit there and go, you know what we need?
Honestly,
to make it really traumatizing for the woman.
Yeah.
Like, no, you fucking don't.
And you know what? That's how you know it's written. Like, this episode was written by a man. But that's how you know that there's women in the writer's room to tell you, like, there's ways to show a woman being traumatized without that.
Now, we understand that in the Joker Part 2,
and that's why I want to give this episode props for that.
Yes,
because this did an amazing job of traumatizing a woman without going to those depths.
Right.
And I know how bad that sounds.
Right.
But no, it should be applauded.
I saw you saying it. I'm like, you don't need to say that because it's going to sound right. But I know what you're saying.
That's where we're at, where it should be applauded that we could show a female character putting in a low point, being in a rough situation without that.
Yes.
And I'm happy that's that.
And we, again, the Joker Part 2 is clear. It's a man being sexually assaulted. But again, was the point we made last week, why is that necessary to show? Or
you could have just had them beat him up. Like, why? Why did you need to go to that level?
Yes. Or you can just like the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, they don't show anything.
None of it. But it's clear what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right? What are some of the best horror movies ever, right? And what is more fucking horrible than that? Some of the best horror movies ever don't show what's happening? You know what I mean? Like the jump
Your
scares.
imagination's supposed to be scarier. Yeah.
Jaws is a great example of
The classic.
right. It's classic, and the point, the way it was originally made is that you saw the shark a lot, but because it sucked so bad, they had to use different ways of creating tension. And that's what this show did really, really well. This episode did really, really well.
And you see why
And I
Sophia
wanted to bring that up.
Is so distant all the time and doesn't let any man, especially in, which amazingly the Chuds like this show, and I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop when they find out this was directed by a woman, and like one of the things she says is, I'm tired of men talking to me this way. I'm tired of men gaslighting me and not giving me what's mine. And I'm waiting for the Chuds to be like, where are they? Because shouldn't you, by your own metric, shouldn't this be woke and piss you off? But no, the show's good, and you know you can't make money off of it. So it's just like House of the Dragon and all that other shit. It's like conveniently when this would be ripe for it, like because you see, it just fucking drives me crazy with that. Also, I noticed they talked about the dress. The dress was a big part of this.
Somewhere
of this episode.
Oh.
And I was just gonna say, throughout, I have noticed, and they talk about it in the behind the episode.
I forgot to watch that again.
But they talk about her hairstyle,
like
and how her hairstyle changes throughout the episode, and why her hair looks the way it does now. Like they said, it was like this was her mask now. Like this was her becoming who she was.
You want to know
my
theory?
What?
Go ahead. I want you to finish. I'll tell you.
But no, I've noticed that once that was said in that behind the episode, I started to think back, and like her style has always kind of shown you like there is something to her outfits. Like her style has a meaning to it.
Yeah.
And just like Penguins, like the white suits and like trying to present, like she talks about in this episode, like, oh, we're wearing a suit now. Like you see him trying to dress above, like punch above his weight and dress to the occasion and have that look about him, you know? And then her hairstyle and the outfits she chooses now is like her being independent, being like, you think I'm this, so I'm going to make it look like I'm this crazy person. Even though in the episode, she's like, I didn't fucking kill anybody. Back to what you were saying.
My theory is that by the end of this series, Oswald Cobb is going to be dead, and Sophia Falcone will take on the mantle of the Penguin. Here's a couple reasons for that. You notice that the art or whatever you want to say, the thing on the fucking menu screen,
the thumbnail,
whatever, the
title
banner,
card?
the title banner. There you go. Sorry, you're so mad.
The font?
You fucking douche. You fucking asshole. Why didn't you know what I'm talking about? Why can't you see into my mind? Right? People get really mad. They do. You ever notice that? Like, I felt really bad getting mad at you. Like, hey,
the fucking thing.
The title card there. Anyway, the title card has Oz, or has Colin Farrell in his makeup, and then her. Right?
Yeah.
Look at it next time. Her hair looks kind of feathered, but not quite. And anybody who knows anything about penguins knows that from far away they look like they're fuzzy, right? But those are really fine.
Okay, but
feathers.
Why is she going to be the Penguin? Like, why does she take that mantle?
It's her way of proving that she's better than him. I don't know. I'm not a writer. I'm just saying that it
all I'm asking, like, I'm down. It's interesting. I like where you're going.
When the synopsis of the show was written, remember what it said? Now, did it say it's a show depicting Oz Cobb's rise to power or the Penguin's rise to power in Gotham?
I don't know, man. I think you're looking too deep into it.
Watch me at the end of the episode, dude. At the end of the series, when she's the fucking penguin, man. When she's a fucking penguin, man. She's waddling around going, yeah. She's totally woke. She's not going to waddle.
How do you know? Maybe she loses a
Please.
leg. Maybe she loses a leg and she's like a pirate.
Super.
Yar, I be the penguin.
Yar, I be the penguin. Blow me down. Batten down the hatches. Swab the deck, you scurvy dogs! Let's go swimming Have you ever seen such a beautiful souffle? You scurvy dogs. Look out, landlubbers. It's time to go to the amusement park. Why are all my fucking seamen? Why are all my seamen Scottish?
I'm ballsy.
So let's
Notice
talk
I
about
didn't say sailors.
let's talk about
seamen.
Agatha All Along, episode 5.
Are we done talking about the penguin?
What else is there to talk about?
What is there to talk about?
Yeah. Oh, she gassed her family. That was pretty cool.
Dude, just
Well,
that,
the final speech she gives him being like, fuck you guys, I'm starting my
the
own life.
whole part where she wakes up and like go back to sleep, and she like that whole
Takes the kid out.
scene.
Time out. Did you know that she was doing that? Like when she slept outside with the kid.
I figured she
When
was
she
gonna
woke
blow up the fucking building.
Right. So when she woke up and she came inside, I'm like, and they're all dead. I'm like, that's why she slept outside, because she fucking gassed them. Like I was like,
By
oh
that
my god,
point-
yeah.
By that point, they didn't. You couldn't see that she had a gas mask on, but you could see the guards.
It was her feet. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
feet
yeah,
shot.
yeah.
So, but at that point, my brain connected. Was like, oh fuck, that's why she slept outside.
Yeah,
'cause
I
she
think
gassed
right
them.
around the same kind of
And
area.
that's why she took the girl
Yeah.
outside. Yeah,
I thought it was that she was gonna blow up or set fire to it.
yeah. I thought I could have seen that.
But
no,
I knew her taking the kid out was because
thought
she
she-
was gonna kill them all.
and no. See, I thought the gas killed him, and I thought she was gonna blow it up. So I was on kind of the same tip where I thought she was gonna light it on fire and blow the house up or whatever. But
But just
what a
the
fucking
whole,
scene,
the whole,
dude! What a scene!
the whole sequence where she opens the window and then she closes it a little bit and
Yeah.
she's doing all sorts of stuff and then she walks in and she's kind of dancing and skipping and everything and unhooking like these giant.
Yeah.
I mean, just what a fucking tiger of an actor, dude.
Yeah.
Kristen Milioti, Jesus, wow, seriously, just crazy good. Mark Strong was awesome in this. I think it's Michael Kelly is the guy who plays Vitti. He's always good. He's good playing shitheads. Yeah, just the whole. And I'm so okay with the Penguin not being in it much.
Yeah, it
So
didn't bother
okay
me.
with that.
No, yeah.
No. I generally here's what happens on Mondays for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a real job. So I have a lot of free time. And Monday mornings, what I do is I wake up around 7, make coffee for my mom, and then I have coffee, and I make myself breakfast, which is 7 strips of bacon and scrambled eggs with cheese and buttered toast and coffee. And I eat while I'm watching The Penguin. So I save that till I'm done with breakfast. I sit down, I start watching The Penguin, right? Every episode has been really, really good. But every episode before today, at some point after I'm done eating, I want to go have a cigarette. So I'll pause it, I'll go outside and I'll have a cigarette and I'll come back in and finish the rest of it, right? But there's always like, when do I pause it? Because I don't want to pause it quite yet.
Yeah.
I want to, I want to see this next whatever. I could not, at no point, I didn't even take my plate to the kitchen before the episode was over. It just didn't occur to me. I was like, there's no way I can't stop watching this. This
Yeah.
is so fucking good. And like I said, it's so grueling, but it's satisfying because she, in the end, I don't mind rooting for her. Not after this episode, dude.
I mean, they're also the Falcons, so fuck them. But it's just
Right, but what they did to her, dude.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
I have no problem.
Fuck them. She was
rooting
innocent.
for
She
her.
didn't do anything.
All right, moving on to Agatha.
Speaking of someone who did deserve to get fucked over, it's Agatha, that fucking witch.
What a witch.
What a witch.
What a witch.
So this one is more of like an 80s slasher type, or maybe not a slasher.
God,
It's
this was a week ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember.
It was like they're
Well, they're all dressed
It was
in
like an
like
80s, like,
slumber.
cabin. It was like kind of Evil
Yeah,
Dead style, like
yeah.
cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
And it's like a poltergeist.
If you notice, and it wouldn't surprise me at all, every single place that they go to is the same structure, but inside is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like if they built a set, like a skeleton of a set, with like a big pit in the middle,
Yeah.
and then just redecorated it for each thing. You know?
Yeah.
Because it seems like they walk in one area, there's a staircase here, there's a back door here, and then there's stuff over here, and there's a pit in the middle. Just feels like the same room, but just different, decorated differently.
Yeah. Which it would make sense because it goes to the whole idea of the road and the idea of what they're doing narratively. Which again, I said it last week. I love the fact that we're sticking with the motif and the style of WandaVision, but iterating on it and doing something different, with it being tasks, each which having their own kind of WandaVision, having their own demons that they have to face.
It sucks that we lost another one.
But
Jen, I believe.
So this whole episode is such an interesting thing because at the end I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's just going to be Agatha.
Right.
Because they've been telling us that this whole show, like, this is what's going to happen.
Teen was easy, but now we know it's...
Yeah. That reveal was not... I had that spoiled for me a little bit, but...
How? How the fuck do you get shit spoiled? I never get shit spoiled.
Because I don't watch it. I don't watch it the day it comes out.
I don't... That's not what I'm saying.
You have to watch it the day it comes out. Dude, I can't tell you how little I care because you can't...
Right, but are you on Twitter?
No, listen, hear me out. Weeks ago, and I stand by this, you can't spoil... Well, I think it's just more towards... It's going MCU, towards Young Avengers.
Yes, you're right. In the MCU, obviously, the two kids were fake. Okay.
Yes.
In the comics, for John Byrne made them fake. It was part of the whole Vision Quest thing. That's my...
Yeah. Which I guess is going to be a show at some point.
Right. Well, Vision Quest is the comic storyline that where they took apart Vision.
Oh, yeah, that's in WandaVision.
Yeah. A lot of WandaVision was based. Some of it was, but
yeah. It was pulling a lot of different shit, but yes,
like they all do with all MCU projects and whatnot. Yeah. So to me, what does it say? It says, it's moving towards Young Avengers, and if we're thinking about it, we got Hawkeye, we got Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
We got Wiccan.
We're probably going to have Black Widow from
for Young
Thunderbolts.
Avengers, though? I don't think so. I think she's going to be Thunderbolts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's honestly, Florence Pugh is more my age than
So right now
Avengers.
we got basically three and Miss America Chavez.
Right. If they decide to do something with her. But wouldn't they do things with her? Because from my understanding, he is like Wanda, where he can warp reality, right? So how is he? I guess
I really don't know what his powers are. Honestly,
again, I don't know much about this part of the Marvel universe, to be quite honest.
Let me just kind of break this down for you just a tad here. In the Vision Quest storyline, for forever in the comics, it's never explained what Wanda's hex power is.
Yeah.
I think most writers used it as kind of a what is it called? The thing that gets people out of stuff. Deus Machina.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah. I think they were just like, oh well, she'll just do her hex power, and whatever I need done will be done.
Oh yeah, it's just a classic comic book. Well, we'll just
the strongest metals in the world, and she's like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, try and make it break. And she's like, okay. So she kind of waves her thing, and it breaks. Or it cracks, whatever. And he's like, okay, wait a second, that's fucking weird. She's like, what do you mean? Or what's weird? And he said, well, previously we had thought your hex power was like this. So when I lined up the image of the vibranium bar next to what it looks like cracked, they look the same. So in effect, what her power does is it changed time so that it was cracked before she did anything. So does that make sense at all? Previously, they were thinking that she took something like a vibranium thing and made it crack. But after the fact, when he's looking at they
look the same.
Right, because it was always cracked or something. It's obviously an imperfect way of trying to describe her power, but I loved that somebody fucking tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody try.
Well, to me, it also says okay.
So who the fuck knows what his powers are?
With
I
the
don't
Wicked
know
thing,
what hers are still.
With the Wicked thing, it's interesting because it also points to like the importance of Scarlet Witch of like. So, well, this is clearly a multiverse character because he's not real. So, but he exists enough to be Wiccan, so it's clearly from some other timeline.
Here's the other dumb thing about the MCU, and it's not really dumb, it's just the way it kind of has to be. But, in the comics, it's pretty much clear at some point like what your powers are, and every once in a while there's like an annual, right? An annual issue, and like one of the features in that, double-sized issue, because every book has one, is like, what kind of powers does Spider-Man have? And it's like, a 2-page spread where it's like, he's got this and he's, right? Yeah. They don't do that in the MCU. Why? Because it would be fucking useless exposition, and it would suck. Right? The only way to do it would be to have a series called like Cerebro or Danger, something like that, where like heroes would come in and sit down and the person would do tests on them and explain to them what their powers are.
Yeah.
Which actually is not a bad idea. Feige. I fucking copyrighted that shit. It would be called the Danger Room.
No, they own that, I'm pretty sure. Dangerous Room.
The Dangerous Rooms.
Probably would be
more than one.
There's not, but like for like copyright purposes, we're gonna add like another letter.
Actually, it would be Dangerous Room 'S.
No. So what about Z? What about Z?
No, the room is a mutant. Z. You see, the room is a mutant unto itself.
You're a mutant.
So I'm hanging out inside of a mutant. Blow your mind, right? The mutation is that he can make himself look like any room.
Wow. What also is kind of surprised. I wanted to
ever
somehow end this part.
No, I'm not gonna keep going.
No, I just want to say overall, I am surprised they revealed him this early in the series because there's still like 3 episodes left. Or like 4 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And
I think it's an 8.
Yeah, so there's 3 episodes left, and yeah, I'm kind of wondering how that's gonna work because we showed that he has mind control abilities. Because he got the other 2 witches.
Who knows?
And then they were in a sinkhole. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's still not clear what the fuck Scarlet Witch's powers are in the MCU. Let's be honest. Wow. When she shows up in Age of...
Yeah, it's true.
No, first of all, when she first appears, she apparently has some sort of telekinesis. Then when she appears, for the second time ever, she has some sort of mind control.
Mind control.
Mind controls. Mind control.
And then this, who knows? But anyway,
sucking it.
Agatha, again, I just the Penguin is still more more interesting to me, but Agatha has still been an enjoyable show.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole exorcism thing was fun. That whole sequence was fun.
Oh yeah, the Ouija board part was pretty great.
And then her being like,
yeah,
I thought it was pretty good. Like, would you fake the whole thing? That was great.
That was pretty good. Because I've been part of those before, and it's like, oh,
yeah. Oh, I've fooled around with the Ouija board before. I couldn't even form that sentence. I couldn't believe I said that.
You did it with a Ouija board?
Well, I didn't fuck it.
Wow.
Not crazy.
You're not J.D. Vance.
I didn't fuck a couch. I fucked a Ouija board.
Dude, just own it. You know what I mean? You wrote it. Just own it.
Oh, I thought you said you wrote it. I was like, that's even more impressive.
No, wrote it. No, wrote it. Fucking douchebag. You fucking Powerade drinking douchebag. Whoa, wait. Are we just fucking ourselves out of sponsorships again?
Yes.
Damn it.
2 quick things I want to hit before we get out of here and get to the long box. A couple news bits. Lanterns. The show that we've been talking about since this show began.
We don't need to do long box because we can just do these 2 things because I kind of want to go on those things.
Okay.
We'll see.
I want to talk about Van Helsing. That's my long box. It's a tradition. Every year I watch it with my wife, and that's why we love each other. We share Van Helsing.
That's why?
That's one of the top 5 reasons we're in love.
Wow.
No, I don't love Van Helsing that much. So, We know now. Sorry, we know of 3 green Earth-based.
Why don't we just turn on the headphones?
Why don't you turn your ass?
There you go. Perfect. All right, go ahead.
I love how anytime you give constructive criticism,
Just go.
I like it a little bit louder though.
All right, well, keep talking. Keep going.
My ears hurt.
Keep going. Yeah,
Too
because
loud.
it's too fucking loud. Okay, how's that?
So we have
good?
3 Green Lanterns.
Okay, yeah, it's good.
Stop it. We now have 3 confirmed Green Lanterns in James Gunn's DCU.
Mhm.
We have Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Guy Gardner. So we already know Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner.
Yep.
Last week, Aaron Pierce and Kyle Chandler were both cast as Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan in HBO's Lanterns. So now we know it's an HBO original series. So the Adam Pierce was the one that kind of, because it had kind of been rumored, and then they finally announced Kyle Chandler was going to be Hal Jordan. So they're going to go with a more older, seasoned Hal Jordan, and a new recruit, Jon Stewart, which I like. I think it's an interesting approach.
Can I just say that I think we've been talking about this fucking series since we
way
started
too fucking
the show.
long.
I think since we started off panel off topic.
We've been talking about it even before we started the fucking show.
Maybe.
That's how long it's been in development.
Exactly, right? So, yeah, let's see what you got, fucking James Gunn and shit. Let's fucking see it, man. I don't know.
But the plot details were leaked, or not leaked, but rumors are that it's still going to be an Earth-based story, and that sucks ass. They're fucking space cops. Put them in space. What are we doing? Put them in space. I'm fine with it being a cop show. It should be a cop show. It should be a police procedural. But I think you're limiting yourself if you just keep it on Earth.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're lying. And you're saying it starts on Earth, and maybe it starts.
Also,
maybe this mystery is on Earth, and then it leads across space.
Didn't you say it was rumors?
Yes, nothing definitive.
So
if that's
shut
true,
up.
I'm bummed. But if not,
So shut up.
yeah. But I don't know if you heard about this, and I want to kind of have an interesting conversation about it because
I don't want to. Can we have a boring conversation about it instead?
sure. I love the. By the way, I think you and I agree. I love the idea of an older Hal Jordan training Jon Stewart. I think that's cool.
The Kyle Chandler cast. I don't know the other actor that well, but
Adam Pierce is Aaron Pierce is a relatively newer guy too.
I've seen nothing but great reactions, so I trust that. And again, I trust James Gunn. But I love the Kyle Chandler casting because to be really honest, I think he's probably on a short list of like top 3 fan casts ever for Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
I think he's probably on that short list of everybody in the world being like, if I could choose, it'd be fucking Kyle Chandler. Friday Night Lights, that fucking guy's awesome.
Well, and I also think
And by the way, can I say he's a really small part of Wolf of Wall Street, but he totally nails his fucking scenes.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He said everybody says he's great in that Friday Night Light show. I never watched it.
Never watched. Why the fuck would I want to watch a show about high school kids getting paralyzed? That's apparently like one of the first storylines ever. Is that like a kid gets hit? You know what I mean? I don't create drama with that, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
NBC.
So anyway,
There's another sponsorship.
Kyle
on there,
Chandler's.
dude.
I think it's an interesting cast. I like it. I also love the Aaron Pierce cast, and I have not seen him in anything. But no, I love the idea that we're gonna go with a young and up and comer.
Okay.
You know
I was
what I
gonna
mean?
say, I'm like,
No, I'm not saying it on his work. I'm just saying
I've never seen him do anything, but I can just tell he's gonna be awesome. I'm like, well, that's good. I don't mind that you have faith in somebody. I don't mind that.
No, I like the
boys.
idea that we're giving somebody a chance. Like we're not going with a name, and we're going with that idea of like, we're doing a younger Jon Stewart. Clearly, we're hoping that this guy can kind of be more of
Give Pierce a chance.
Our standard.
Is what you're saying.
Anyway,
what?
No, just it's not fine. I got a headache. But what I think is interesting about the whole situation with this, and I'm trying to have a nuanced conversation because on one hand, I don't have. There's people that are upset about this casting choice based on his skin color. There are people on the internet, and there's a serious conversation to be had about colorism in Hollywood. But I think like there are some people that are upset that he isn't a darker skinned Jon Stewart, and there are plenty of people of color that are upset about it. I don't have a say in it because I'm not black, right? But I'll say this. How unfair is it to this guy that what should be a big, important moment in his career gets overshadowed because people are upset about this? And I don't want to call him whiny because I'm sure they're like I'm saying, like, I can't be in that. I'm not a person of color, and I'm sure there is a nuanced, serious conversation to have about colorism. But I just get so frustrated because I'm like, the internet is such a fucking shitty place anymore. I don't even know why I do a podcast, because I'm so fucking sick of something. There's something that should be joyous and be like, oh shit, we're getting serious. We're moving forward with this Lanterns movie. We're getting a live action Jon Stewart. Or sorry, show.
God.
We're getting a live action Jon Stewart. But that gets overshadowed because they're like, oh, he doesn't have dark enough skin. And then you look at the picture he's in, and it's like, well, he's also in a, like, there's lighting and there's like all this other stuff.
So back in the day,
it's just like, why are we talking about this instead of the show?
One of my good friends, Rashad, who's black, and he's darker skinned, and we would have conversations sometimes, and I would ask questions. I'd ask questions about being black.
Yeah.
Because I have no frame of reference, and honestly, I was curious, but also, I don't know. I just wanted to get to know him better, like be better friends and stuff. And always done with love and respect and whatnot. And we were talking about something I can't remember, but he was talking about something, and I was like, wait, I thought I heard you say that you, like, another black person just like discriminated against you, and he was like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, that's probably not uncommon. But then he was explaining to me that because his skin was darker, that he had experienced lighter skinned black people discriminating against him.
Right.
I'm not going to say that as a blanket statement on the entire community because I can't. But my particular friend, Rashad, he's on my Facebook page, he's a real person. But, I'm just saying. But that was one of the conversations we had, and I remember just thinking, like, that's fucked up. Like, that racism is so ingrained into people of color, or into our society so much, that people who are victims of racism perpetuate it. And by the way, can I just say also, I'm never going to be like offended by somebody by anybody calling me a name because I'm white, like cracker, honky, whatever you want to say. And honestly, I'm surprised I'm not called that more often, based on how white people
and that's
have treated people of color in this country. Not me, but
that's
in
why
general.
That's why I want to be clear. Like, I'm not trying to, and you're right. And I think there is something to say about that. And I want to make it clear. I don't want to come across that I think people are whiny or anything like that. I just think that, like, it does suck that is a serious conversation that we have to have about this, where it's like, how I feel, like, my perception of it is like, well, I get frustrated about it is like, James Gunn repeatedly said he's only going to hire the people that he feels are right for the role,
right,
and the best for the role. Yeah. And he's hired he's hired people of color in the past. He's like, and I don't think it's like a skin tone thing with him either. And I don't know. It's just, and it's a conversation that I don't feel like I should be having because I'm white. Right. Like, well, I'm not in the place to say what's right and wrong in that scenario.
The question to me would be, honestly, does James Gunn have any people of color on his staff as far as casting goes? Now, I know also that he is pretty much the last final say, probably, right? So, but I I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know if anybody on his staff brought it up. I don't know if anybody in that group of people working, I don't know if they're sitting there going, he's a little more light than, the comics. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If there isn't, then trust me when I say that James Gunn doesn't give a fuck all what's being said on Twitter.
No.
And he's probably telling that kid, rightly so,
I
hey,
hired
man,
you because I
I'm
believe
sorry
in
that
you.
the world is like
And
this,
that's,
but you're still fucking on board, and fuck those idiots.
And that's what I mean when I was like, I was excited because I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, we're giving this young guy a chance. And then to see that response, it's like, that's so frustrating because it's like, damn, we can't even... We live in, and I'm not saying that people, like the people that have legitimate issues with that, I'm not saying they're toxic, but there's other people that like have made it such a cesspool that it's like, man, we can't have anything positive, it seems like, anymore. Something that we should, again, be excited about. A live action Jon Stewart. We have not seen that. For a lot of people my age, that's their freaking Green Lantern, man, not Hal Jordan. He wasn't in the cartoons. Like, it's frustrating that like we finally getting that and we're still having these conversations. And we shouldn't be having these conversations in 2024, quite frankly.
Well,
it's just frustrating.
We were talking about Chuds earlier, and I never really got around to this, and I need to kind of say this. At some point, these fuckfaces thought, well, you had the Me Too movement, so women have done their thing, and now they can go back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you had your civil rights movement,
as if it's never a non-going thing.
And the summer of 20, whatever,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Right. That's not the point.
It never,
you guys, right? And it's not supposed.
It's an ongoing thing.
Of course, the goal is to not have to fight these battles,
right?
But the point of it is, you motherfuckers, is that people are not going to rise up as one and then oh well, okay, well, doesn't seem like anybody's really paying attention anymore, so we're done worrying about. No. So this is why, like, when the Chuds are gonna fucking come after this episode of The Penguin, sorry, we're going back to that. When they come after it, they're going to be talking about how here it is again, a woman talking about how men da-da-da-da. And like, motherfucker, it's not going away because it keeps fucking happening, because even after the Me Too movement, there are still fuckheads like you out there treating women like that. And there are still women being victimized by you because they feel like still, even after Me Too, that they still don't have the right to say no or whatever because of their job or whatever. And that's wrong. And fuckers like them feed on that shit. So that's exactly what... I don't know where in the Chud community it became like this thing, like, well, you already had your, thing, whatever. Like, no, there's no stopping until it's equal, until we don't have to fight this battle.
And like you were talking about, there's a reason why there's this argument about a skin tone of an actor because of like what you explained. And it's just, it's again, fucking,
it's an ongoing issue.
It's something that unfortunately...
How about that fuckface the other day who was like, man, remember the 90s when nobody cared about race? And I was like, who the fuck are you? What?
Racism.
Rodney fucking King, man.
Tyler,
Anyway.
Stop it. You know that racism ended.
I'm so fucking woke.
Racism ended across the board in 1964. It stopped then.
You're right. Sorry.
Nothing racist ever happened since.
Sorry. Satire.
Yeah.
So just in case there's some asshole listening and going like, you guys are you serious? 1964? Well, let me get out my laptop in my mom's basement. I live with my mom. Well, I keep making that joke, like
so
as
anyway,
if it's
can we
sick burn or something. No, we fucking
Knull?
can't.
Please.
How long have we been going? God knows longer than
your goddamn business. So last bit of news.
Let's talk about Knull, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Tyler. We're not singing.
All
hey,
the Knull things.
Hey, I'm talking to you like my 2-year-old. Tyler, hey, do you want a juice box?
No.
I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to cut it off.
Wow. Kind of extreme.
Little.
Oh, my mic. Jesus.
Wow.
I know, right? I was like, dude, you're what? I'm just singing. Fuck you.
So Venom: The Last Dance's director, Kelly Marcel, is she's asked an interesting question. Because they're like, okay, if this is the last Tom Hardy Venom movie, why are you introducing Knull? Why are we bringing in this crucial character to Venom's lore? She
Because we're going to make a dumbass origin movie out of him like we did out of Craven and fucking Morbius and blah, blah. Here's the Sony executives. Just shit coming out of their mouths every time they talk about Spider-Man. I'm done.
So Kelly Marcel.
Before you ask.
So the director of Venom: The Last Dance, Kelly Marcel, she's asked this question. I think it was IGN is where this come. Yeah, IGN is where I got this about the King in Black, and she said, "Quote: We're in spoiler territory now, and we hope fans enjoy what they're seeing watching the movie and not knowing what will happen. But trust me, we know full well how important Knull is to the fans." So, just as we laid a foundation for Venom, we hope we are doing the same for Knull. The King in Black is way too powerful for one and done. Okay. So,
that sounds like a bait and fucking switch to me, bro.
I don't mind this being a backdoor, being the end of Eddie Brock, or being at least of Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock or whatever. However they're going to fucking end it. I'm fine with it being a Venom movie, but also being a backdoor Knull origin movie. If we were to do, maybe we're having a different Venom. Maybe if we do fucking Agent... I'm saying, Sony, just for the love of God, just fucking do Agent Venom. Please. Just get yourself out of it by making Agent Venom. I want it now. I talked myself into it. So anyway, I keep hitting your foot. One more quote, and then I'll kind of talk a little bit more about this. She also says, this film introduces Knull, but it just touches the beginnings of his story. Marvel's greatest film villains are developed over time. Here, Knull is the threat lurking behind the danger that tests the absolute limits of Eddie and Venom's partnership, but their relationship that remains the heart of the story.
Can you read that first part again about the villains?
Marvel's greatest film villains are developed over time.
Thanos.
Oh, you know she's fucking trying to say that Knull is going to be Sony's Thanos. Come on, you know that's what they're doing.
I was going to say, other than that guy, every other one has been killed off.
So now,
immediately.
With this, now everybody's saying, like, wait a minute, are the rumors true? Because there's rumors. Go through the rumor mill here. There was rumors that Tom Holland's fourth Spider-Man movie was going to have Knull in it. Okay, is that what we're doing? Because Knull has been pretty strictly a Venom villain, and I don't want him to fight Spider-Man. Okay, I'd rather him fight Flash or any other fucking Venom.
By the way, the actor that you have playing Flash, again, we talked about this in the MCU, is completely, totally wrong for Agent Venom.
Yeah, yeah.
And we talk. And here's another thing. Because I kind of want to go along with this.
Go ahead.
I just kind of want to go. One more thing is we've talked about before how the Chuds get mad when a character who is normally white in the comics, like Flash Thompson, is made a person of color in the movie, like he has been in the MCU, and that's why people were upset. Right now, you and I were not upset about. I could care less that he was white or not. The point of Flash was that he was big and hulking.
He's supposed to bully Peter and then lose his legs and then idolize Spider-Man, then go to war, lose his legs.
Pretty sure the actor who plays Flash Thompson in the movies, I don't even know if that's
the problem is...
The point is that he's shorter than Tom Holland.
You know who to blame? Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi and his casting director, because those Spider-Man trilogies, everybody talks about the third movie and shits on that, but for the most part, those three movies are perfectly cast across the board. They had Joe Manganiello as Flash Thompson. Yep. He was perfect.
Yep.
Granted, he looked like he was 40 in high school, but he was perfect.
He's looked like he's 40 in high school.
Tobey Maguire looked like he was a fucking 35-year-old man being Peter Parker. I'll never forget that. Just again, I was a kid when that came out, so I couldn't see it then. But now as an adult, I'm like, wow, they look really old to be in high school. But anyway,
they did that a lot back in the day. They still do sometimes.
This clearly sounds to me like she is trying to put a thin veil of like Knull is going to be the Thanos of the Sony Spider-Man.
Either that or she's trying to drum up attendance, and Knull gets killed off right away.
I'm telling you, I have firm belief that Knull is going to come back. I do not think she's lying. Okay. And I do think that Venom is going to keep going because
I don't want to impugn her character.
No matter how much people want to shit on these movies and hate on them, and I'm not saying they're perfect. I've said multiple times on this show, I love them because they're trash. People are going to show out to this Venom movie, believe it or not. Some people will go, myself included, because I'm going to go fucking opening day. They're going to go see this movie. They're going to support this movie. They have to make another Venom movie. Knull's going to have to show up again. I don't want to see Spider-Man fighting Knull. I just don't. And I like the idea of them building him up to be this big character that he was, and this whole thing when he fucking symbioted the whole world and all that. I just would like him just to fight Venom, and quite honestly, I'd rather him just fight in this and be it. But if we're going to keep doing it, we've also set a precedence now in Marvel that at this point, Venom and the Venom-Brock relationship isn't that important. I mean, Donny Cates made it more important, but like they did a whole fucking Venomverse series. Like they don't care who becomes Venom at this point in Marvel. Who cares?
Are we talking comics or movies?
Comics, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did a thing in the comics where somebody, or in the movies where like, okay, this is the end of Eddie Brock's Venom, but Venom is still alive and he just latches onto somebody else and they just do a Venom 4.
As far as I know, Venom right now in the Marvel comics is Eddie Brock.
No, it's his kid.
Oh, Dylan?
Dylan, yeah.
Well, it's Venom then. It's basically Venom.
Well, that's what I mean. Are we going to introduce Dylan in this? or post credits, and Dylan finds out that his dad died. He's
well, you know what? The post credits for fucking Venom 2 really chapped my fucking hide, didn't it? Yeah, and then we saw Far From Home, and we're all like, woo, woo, and it was nothing. So fuck your fucking wow.
Or
post credit.
Only way I'll accept it. And hear me out.
Accept it.
Sony, perk your fucking ears up.
Wow. Shots fired.
Venom 4.
Wow. Just.
My dog literally rolled over and exposed his balls. That's what he thinks of this.
What's up? What do you think of the podcast?
Here's what you do. Yeah.
I'm listening. We're listening.
No.
Come on, man. Here's what you do.
It's over.
Come on.
Because I don't know how the third movie ends.
Oh.
But.
Okay, let's assume that Eddie
dies.
Right.
And the Venom latches onto somebody. Well, that's what I'm saying. Or post credit scene, the fucking military guy that's in the trailers, and he gets to the last. He catches the Venom, right? Then we see Flash Gordon without his legs, and we say, Flash Gordon, I want to tell you.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon. Different movie. Flash.
If we do long box, I actually have a really excellent.
No, I give up. I'm not gonna pitch this anymore because I lost what I was doing. I kept thinking of Flash Gordon.
No, you're talking about Flash Thompson.
They just give it to him.
Yeah. Well, here's the other way. Is
because I'm pretty sure I pitched.
If you can somehow make it believable to me that actor or that character in the MCU named Flash goes into the military for some, like, again, it wouldn't make.
I can't imagine that guy getting bulked up.
It wouldn't make any sense because his character is rich.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to say, rich people don't go to the army because they don't need to. You know what you should do? Look up America on Wikipedia. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the character in the MCU is like a rich kid, so he wouldn't go into the military. B, I don't mind him, the actor, like bulking up and doing that, but again, he's just not physically imposing. And Flash Thompson, the guy who becomes Agent Venom, is physically I get the whole fucking, well, it's a different kind of a bully. It's all in his mind. Yeah, I get that. That's fine. But you kind of robbed us of the possibility of Agent Venom because of that. You kind of did. You kind of did. Well, it pisses me off. Like when okay, listen, James Gunn told, and I've seen them all and everything. All 3 Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking A+, A number 1, motherfucker, fucking great. I really don't like that you just kind of used Adam Warlock as a fucking throwaway joke. I really don't like that he used the original Guardians, one of whom was Miley Cyrus, by the way, which I don't have as much of a problem with now as I did then, and then threw them away because they never show up again, and they're never gonna show up again in the MCU. Stakar and fucking Martinex and all those people from Volume 2, they're never gonna show up again. So you do that a lot, MCU. You do that a lot. You take these characters that could be bridges.
Mandarin.
Fuck yes. That could be bridges.
They try to fix it with Shang-Chi, but
to other characters and other story arcs, and you fucking use them as goddamn punchlines to be like, hey, audience, we knew you read that comic. But
hey, remember, we're not gonna be like silly as a comic book. It's like
fuck you, dude.
It feels like trying to have your cake and eat it too, while being like, "Hey, we want to be taken. Like, we want you to enjoy this and be like, look how cool and how much it looks like a comic book,
right?"
But then like shit on the comic books. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? It's like I told you in No Way Home when they made fun of Doc Ock's name, and I'm like, where the fucking comic book?
What are you doing? What are you doing? I get that you're trying to inject humor. But you're injecting.
And I get it, they're kids, they're shithead kids, but like, come on. You're mocking your own thing that you're literally doing a movie with 3 Spider-Men in it.
Yeah, what the fuck? And maybe that was supposed to be like, oh, it's meta.
No, I get it. I still like that movie, but yeah, it's shit.
Still
I get what
love
you
it.
mean. It's like shit,
right?
And it's just, you could say it's the Cobblepot thing too. Sure, you can. I don't care.
I'm just saying,
like the Penguin.
When you take characters and
he's not a punchline. I'm sorry. That's different. Calling him Cobb and not Cobblepot. He's not a punchline.
I fucking absolutely loved the She-Hulk miniseries.
Yes.
But you fucked up Titania. You fucking completely fucking ruined her. She is actually a really great character in the comics, but you made her a fucking social fucking media influencer? That's fucking dumb. Her story arc from Secret Wars, the original, fucking completely ruined. Fucking ruined. Now, I don't care if she comes back because she's the MCU version, and that's fine. But you're fucking taking away all of these other storylines because you can't be trusted to either make a fucking amalgamation or just be truer to the character. Whatever. Now, having said all of that, I know that not everything translates from the comic books into the movies, and I know that I have enjoyed all of these movies, and that despite all of these nitpicky things, that I still enjoy them. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you ruined Adam Warlock and you ruined it, even though I just did.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is that if it were up to me, you would have used a far, D-lister character, like a character that nobody, really fucking obscure. Don't use one that shows up in a lot of different story arcs and shit. And I know somebody's going to come after me and be like, how is my argument against Miles Morales not being Spider-Man any different from what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, how is it different? Because I'm still going to watch those movies. I'm still going to enjoy the content. It's just, you could do better.
You know what else?
Also, my problems are not rooted in racism and bigotry.
I'd also like to say I can live in a world saying
also
shut up. We have 3 Venom movies. We're gonna have 3 Venom movies where Eddie Brock,
the fucking show.
where Eddie Brock and Venom do not fight Peter Parker. We're gonna have 3 Venom movies where they never interact with him, and it's kind of interesting where I'm okay with it, because if we're gonna do Venom, let's just fucking start over and do a whole new thing with Tom Holland and just do a new thing. And shit, you know, people hate it, but I don't know. Maybe do what the video game did and make it Harry Osborn. I don't fucking know. But it wouldn't work because they've already bastardized fucking Spider-Man with the as much as I like those MCU movies, my God, do they take liberties with Spider-Man in those movies? But
yeah, who's
and there's no Norman Osborn. There's no Green Goblin or anything like that. It's all other stuff. It's all other movies. But
oh yeah, that was the Norman Osborn was from Amazing Spider-Mans. Those ones.
Also, get ready to find out they're not symbiotes; they're Clintars. It's a weird change. Thanks, Donny Cates.
Yeah, thanks, Donny Cates.
You
fucking dick.
No, I actually like him.
He's made some of the best.
He gets a lot of shit, and he doesn't.
Dude, Silver Surfer Black is one of the best miniseries ever, dude.
Tyler, the Silver Surfer is silver, not black.
Hello.
All right.
Wait.
We're going to cut it because we're about an hour and a half.
You're fine.
It's getting late.
I'm fine. You're fine.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Get out of my house. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.